Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the 21st of September 2017. It is the 21st, isn't it? Yeah, just checking there. All my days and everything have all just got mixed up there. So, right, how you doing? Did everybody just relax into stuff yesterday? It was quite a mellow, chill day, wasn't it? There was a few people I spoke to said that the same was going on. But the cards today are absolutely wonderful. I'm really, really loving the vibe that is coming with them. When I went to pull the Bonfire Tarot, another card dropped out, so we do have two with this, but I just love how the cards sync together. This is what I love. I use three different decks when I do these daily cards, but how the messages just sort of tie in, and each deck gives sort of a little bit more substance to the reading. But the first card that I pulled out is the Lover's card, and this is a beautiful, beautiful card. This is a huge love. Talks about love given freely, you know, unconditional love, like not love that comes with conditions, not I will love you if you do this. I will love you when you are this person. A love where you don't want to change the other person, you know, because this happens a lot within relationships. But even though you don't want to change the other person, this is talking about like a life-changing love, they're saying, you know, so expect big things, you know. This may have just creeped up on you, you know, it may just come out of the blue, but this is a biggie. And this is saying, you know, that there is passion linked with this. There is connection linked with this. This union, this sort of connection, it is nourishing. There is passion in it, you know. It is full of potential. This is what they're saying. There is so much potential. So if you are single, expect something to come out of the blue. If you are committed, then this could be a deepening of that as well, because this is talking about a blessed union where you blend with the other person and where it is fed on comfort and care as well. This doesn't mean it's just like a sort of, do you know what I mean, like a sort of platonic love. Far, far from it. You know, it's actually a very sexy love, this as well. There's, like I say, there's a lot of passion coming through with these cards. And you know, it is, like I say, it is a very, very sexy card. And what they were saying to me when I pulled this card is that, you know, like sex is an act, okay, and it pretty much can be done anytime with anyone within reason, but this sex, the connection that comes with this card comes from a much deeper level, you know. It's sort of like yeah, it's a deeper type of love, you know. And what they're saying is, when there is an emotional commitment, when there is this connection there, you know, then sort of sex goes to a different level as well, you know. Intimacy goes to a different level. It stops being about just getting your rocks off, and it turns into sort of a deep connection with another person, and you being able to open yourself up fully, you know, so that you can blend together, so the two become one sort of thing, you know. So it's like I say, it's more like a tantra sort of thing. This is very of the mind as well. But I mean, I always say that my biggest erogenous zone is my brain, my mind. And, you know, I can get massively turned on by somebody's brain. Like, I really, really can, you know. And this is what this is talking about, you know. It's not about the person physically or whatever. It's about what they are. It's like seeing that person on a deeper level as well, you know. So it's like I say, it's a beautiful, beautiful card, this. The rings are in there, and this signifies commitment within this. This signifies that it's strong. There's a strength, you know. This doesn't have to be marriage or anything like that, but when you decide to commit to another and say, yes, you are the person I want to share my life with, or you are the person I want to share things with, experiences, doing nothing. You know, I always say I've got loads of people I can do stuff with, but it's that person of doing nothing with that is actually of great importance as well. If we look at this card, there's a nakedness within the two of them, and it's this shows the vulnerability of them. And Spirit have just said there, vulnerability. I've never had that one before. Vulnerability, I love it. That's another t-shirt, that one. So yeah, so when you are vulnerable, okay, a lot of times when we meet people or when we're wanting to date or whatever, we put on this mask and we tell them, oh yes, I'm this, I'm that, I'm blah blah blah. But to be actually really, really open to another being and say, yeah, I have wobbles, you know, I get wonky at times, sometimes I get into my head and all of this, but this is a part of me, you know. That is absolutely beautiful to be able to show that to another person. And when that other person accepts that as well, and they go, well, yeah, me too, you know, that's part of, you know, this human experience. This is when it is a beautiful union, you know, when you can fully be you, you know, and you have that solid, firm foundation where you know you won't be judged, you know, and you know you won't be, that won't be used against you at a later date, you know. When you can bare your soul to another person, you know, that is when you know that your heart is safe, if that makes sense. So this card is saying that, you know, this is a beautiful union. It's like finding your muse. It's like something within this will cause you to be inspired. It might make you look at things differently, you know. You're buzzing off it, to be honest, and it makes you want to be a better person or a better version of yourself. Not because somebody is telling you that you have to, because you now feel that safe, secure, comforted, nurtured, that you know that it is safe for you to step into your brilliance, you know. So this card as well, they're saying this is not just about getting into bed with somebody. This is about getting into their head, you know. And like I said before, you know, it's like you know, brains are sexy things, you know, they really, really are. And, you know, when you know how somebody ticks and, you know, and your their thought pattern and everything, you know, that is massively, massively attractive. You know, like I say, beautiful brains. God, I'm such a weirdo, aren't I? But that's it, when you find your fellow weirdos as well, you know, that is when you know that this connection is important, you know, there's an importance with it as well. So it's saying that a love like this could often make you feel weak, like weak at the knees, you know, when people actually say that. But it also gives you huge strength as well. So you may be feeling weak, but you may be feeling stronger than you ever have, you know. This is a love that will bear fruit. If we have a look, there's all of these apples here, you know, and there's the apple that's been bit out of. This is sort of the Adam and Eve thing, you know, and it's like, take that bite out of the apple, you know, you will be pleased that you did, you know. This is it is there waiting for you, you know, this apple. And if we have a look, the sun there, or the moons, I don't know which one it is, it actually looks like a target, you know, and in the middle we have the yellow, which is about your solar plexus. So this is about your personal power. So this will actually be enhanced. We then have the orange around it, which is about your sacral chakra, which is your sex zone, your pleasure zone, your emotional zone. That will be enhanced. And then surrounding that is your red, which is your root chakra. So this is saying your security will be enhanced as well, you know. And the heart there is purple, and this purple heart, purple hearts were often given to people that fought in wars, weren't they, for bravery, for valor. So this is saying, be brave, go for this. The purple is representing your crown chakra, which is when you get guided information. And this is saying, allow this to enter your heart, because this person who is coming in or is already in your life is divinely guided to you, you know. So like I say, if we have a look there, we've got the little angel wings as well. So this is a gift from the gods. Don't turn it down, you know, because this is what you want. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. And they're saying this is coming at the perfect time here as well. they're talking about this union as being like sort of, I hate the words conscious coupling, but it's something that you decide that you want, you know. So you are entering into sort of this sacred contract in some way with another, because you know that this will enhance your life. And what they're saying here as a warning is soul partnerships like this do not come along every day, you know. So please don't squander it. Acknowledge that there is a future together here, you know, and this is it. This future is together, you know, both riding your own groove, but riding alongside each other. This is the beauty of a union like this. Neither is demanding of the other one. It flows and it flows and it flows. And one day somebody might need a little bit more, but then the following day they give that back. So this is it. It's equal give and take, you know, and it's very simple. You know, it doesn't have to be complicated. People make relationships complicated because they fill them full of ego. When you just sort of like let this be, you know, like I said yesterday, the let it be, this is when it can be something beautiful, you know. So this is not just about just acknowledging your life together as well, but it's an exploring that. It's about exploring each other, exploring each other's minds, exploring each other's spirits, exploring each other's bodies. This is what this union is talking about, and it is absolutely beautiful. I adore it. I really, really adore this card. So the other card that came out that fell out with this is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is often referred to as the arrows of love. You know, it's something, it's like Cupid has shot his bow, you know, and it's hitting the target there. So this is talking about opportunities. There is an opportunity here or coming for you, which will bring great joy into your life. It might have come out of the blue, but if we have a look at these sort of, are they acorns or what? I don't know. Pine cones, you know. Pine cones are also represented by the pineal gland as well. That's like a little pine cone in your head. But these are on fire, you know, and what this is doing is it is coming in, and it is coming in to melt this frozen landscape. So where you have felt out in the cold, where you have felt isolated, where you have felt like you have maybe turned into a block of ice, these arrows of love are coming in to make you thaw, you know, and make you soar as well. Make you thaw and make you soar. And they're coming in to melt this coldness and bring a warmth into your life as well. So this is messages, this is news, this is things coming, you know, that you weren't expecting, but embrace them as well, because it's saying don't let this opportunity pass you by. You know, there is a big love there for you, you know. You just need to take it, because you will be sorry if you don't, I feel, you know. And it's saying, you know, this is so much, it's beautiful. There is luck on your side there. Look at that, you know. You've got the horseshoe, you know, there's the letter there, there's the diamonds. This is it, you know. This is a chance for you to actually find your diamond, you know. So yeah, so please don't let these opportunities pass you by. The Osho card that I picked is innocence, and this is such a beautiful card as well. And this is saying, if you have a look, there's an old man there, and he looks quite wise, you know, but he's also got like childlike wonder about him, you know. He's relaxed, he's at peace with the world around him, and he seems to be having like a little bit of a playful communication with this. I don't know if it's a bug or what, grasshopper or whatever, but it's like, you know, it's like the two of them are friends. They're communicating with each other, and like I say, there's an innocence within this. So he is not only being true to himself, but he's also being true to nature and his natural surroundings as well. There's a lot of cherry blossom around here as well. And this is saying that this is a period of letting the old go, you know, and allowing the newness to grow. And I do feel this is connected within this relationship. This relationship, although it could get very, very heated, has a beautiful innocence with it, you know, and this is what is, you know, quite mind-blowing when I'm actually sort of tuning into this as well. Because what he's saying there is, once he's accepting of that person, of that grasshopper is accepting of him. And this is the same of the lovers. They are both accepting of each other. You know, like I say, there's no need to change it. You know, there's no power control or anything like that, even though the sizes are totally different within these two beings or these two living creatures, you know. And once we start to accept, uncertainty disappears. So any fear that you have about going into relationships, because so many people do, you know, fear, that I feel that is one of the biggest things that hold people back. But we are all here to experience unconditional love, you know. So fear, by letting fear hold us back, we could miss out on so many beautiful opportunities, you know. So this is saying, you know, he's just letting everything be here. And that he's talking about, like, it's talking about the experience of this man, you know. Yes, he is like a child, but he is by no means childish, you know. When you have experiences where you've been hurt and you grow and whatever, you start to understand life a little bit more. And you realise, like I said yesterday, that it's about letting it go and that you don't have control over it. And that is not childish. Childish is stamping your feet and thinking that you own somebody and, you know, thinking that because you are in a relationship with them, you can tell them what to do and, you know, and they have to adhere to it. That is childish. But childlike is not like that, you know. Childlike is beautiful, and when you can be childlike with another person, you know, then, you know, you are massively, massively gifted. And this is saying, you know, because children are very beautiful beings, you know, but what happens is within life, they then develop mistrust and doubt as they grow up, you know, and they see the world as a dangerous and threatening place. And this is because society likes us to think that. I actually wrote yesterday morning, I don't know where it come from, not my life at all, but it was quite a hard-hitting thing. There was words just coming to me and I wrote them down. I may read them one day, but not today, because this is a beautiful, beautiful vibe and I don't want to spoil it. So this is saying, you know, yes, there might have been mistrust and doubt come into you because of past experience, but they're saying don't let this happen, you know, don't let this taint something that is absolutely beautiful. And they're saying we all bear scars from the past, you know, but if we keep on picking at those wounds, we will never heal, you know. So what we need to do is focus on the simple things. You know, it's very complicated to keep things simple, you know, that's it. But there is a beauty in that. And it's saying, look at the beauty, look at the simplicity as well. And sort of embrace the innocence as well. You know, life is an ever-changing wonder and life is beautiful. And they're wanting to give you the gift of love, which is the biggest gift that can be bestowed on us, you know, true unconditional love. So I really, really like that card. You know, there's this connection. This is what it is, you know, and where you can just be you know, where you don't have to censor your words, where you're not scared of opening up, where you know that you will not be judged. You will probably just be loved that little bit more for being authentically you, if that makes sense. So the Colette Baron Reid card today again is beautiful. I love it. And this is called Come to the Edge. And what this is saying is that, yes, facing the unknown, you know, is scary. And this is what they're saying you're being presented with now. Facing something and going into the unknown. And I do feel, looking at these cards, that this is about venturing into a relationship, you know, and you don't know how it's going to pan out, okay? But what they're saying is it's okay to be afraid, but it's time to take that risk. This is a little bit like the Fool on the tarot as well, because they're saying feel this exhilaration rather than fear, okay? Feel the excitement of what could come rather than actually trepidation, and take that leap of faith. They're saying Spirit is here. Spirit has brought this to you. So please trust in it. Let go of the fear. Express your true self. Like I say, that is a beautiful thing when you can actually do that. And it's saying that being able to express your true self, and if you have done that, they're saying this is why they want you to, right? Okay, how are they saying this? They're showing you that you can trust, okay? Listen to your heart and soul here, not your head. And they're saying go to that edge and discover that you can fly, you know? You must step into the unfamiliar, and this is where you will find your miracles. When the Course in Miracles depicts that when we change our perception from love, from fear to love, a miracle occurs, and it does. And there is a miracle about to be born here, you know, so please go for it. And they're saying here, like I've already mentioned, it is scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow them to see all of you, you know, not your outside suit that you project to the rest of the world, but this vulnerability, you know, this actually soft side to you as well. And because a lot of times we keep these parts hidden and we keep these parts protected as well. But they're saying this is a chance now. This is the time now for you to allow yourself to be truly seen as you are. Because that is who you are, and that is what makes you perfect, and that is what makes you perfect for this other person, because you are both imperfectly perfect, but that is what makes you you. So this is saying, you know, it's time to take the risk. If there is somebody that you are feeling like this about, okay, it's time to speak up now. It's time to voice what you need. It's time to say, this is who I am, and this is what I want, and this is what I hope for with you, you know. It's not a time to play safe at the moment, you know. It's a time to take that risk. And they're saying that you will be glad that you did. If we have a look there, look at all them beautiful hearts and everything. And it's allow yourself to fully open up and allow yourself to tell this person how you feel and where you would like this to go. Because this is saying that other person will probably be thinking the same. Within this card, they say take one step towards the gods, and then they will deliver what you truly desire. And I feel within this is something you have wished and hoped for. It's something you've asked for. And then when it's come, it might have actually made you a little bit wobbly. But it's saying embrace it, you know. This is important. This is not just a fling or anything like this. This is going to be something very important within your life, you know. But there's an innocence, there's a sexiness, there's a funny part. It's like, you know, when you have a partner who is like your best friend, you know, as well, and you know that's great because they're the person you want to tell things to. They're the person that is there for you when you're having a bit of a shitty time. They're the person who you can take the piss out of, really. You know, you can actually have a bit frisk with them, and you can, you know, have like sort of, you can have a joke and be yourself with them. But then comes that special closeness as well, you know, and like I say, that can at times be fiery as well, and fiery and passionate and great. So that is about having the whole package sort of thing. So this is what it's talking about, you know. Look at you, eh? Right, so I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what this is talking about. I'm actually blushing. I don't know. Wow. Right, okay, so see what we've got here. I wish they wouldn't do this to me, you know. They do. They give me images in my head that sometimes I can't actually describe. Sometimes I wish I could just get like a little projector in my head so I could just actually show you the videos every day rather than me having to try and explain them. Right, okay, spirit card for the 21st of September. I'm getting there, the song. What's the song? Wouldn't It Be Nice? The Beach Boys. That's so sweet, isn't it? It's like sort of a first love sort of thing. Wow, wow, wow. Honestly, this is absolutely bizarre. This is bizarre. There's 3 cards actually fell out then, okay? This one is inspiration. Like I said, this is about finding your muse in some way. And it says, your love, light and wisdom touch the hearts and minds of many. You may be instrumental in helping another person change the course of your life. Miracles and healing, or miracles, inspiration and healing will result from this. So this is exactly what I've said in there. They're also saying here, this is faith. Have faith. There are no obstacles in your way. Follow your heart. The path is safe. The way ahead is clear. Have faith. So have faith in this. Trust, like I've said. And then the third one, as I've said, this is passion. And this is saying love, sexual energy, passions aroused, vital life force, kundalini, the sun, giver of life, giver of strength. A gift, a new infusion of energy, something beyond your control is coming for you. Just surrender to it. So there you go. I cannot say any more than that, but it's like, this is pretty wonderful. Yeah, wow. Right, okay, so I hope those cards made sense to some of you. Please let me know if they did. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. Please, you can book through my website. The link is below there. I'm literally fully booked this week, but I am taking bookings for next week as well, which are starting to fill up. So if you want one, then please get booked in for them. And please, could you like and share and subscribe to this channel as well. This all helps me to continue doing these videos and doing them for free as well, you know, because it's, you know, there's a lot of people telling me I should be charging for them, and I really don't want to go down that route, but, you know, I do need a little bit of help with that, and this is just sharing them with people, you know, and getting more and more people watching them, and then, like I say, we can keep it how it is. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous, fun-filled, amazing, sexy, exhilarating day. I think that's what's coming in, you know, or in the next few days. Like I say, we have this Virgo moon. I was doing some moon manifesting yesterday as well, and I want to say as well, I want to mention a dear friend of mine, a dear friend of mine called Indra. She has a business where she works with the moon. She actually works with the moon, and she does new moon rituals, and she does moon essences and everything. She makes them all herself, and she is absolutely wonderful, a dear friend of mine, and I'm going to put a link to her website actually on this description as well, you know, because I've been doing some of her moon rituals and they're fabulous. Okay, so I do want to share them. This isn't just a plug for my friend. This is, I will only endorse something that I actually believe in and use myself, you know, so I will put a link under for her website as well. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous day. Please let me know all of the juicy gossip and all of the details as well, because I feel like there's a flow coming. It's like juices are flowing, I think, if that doesn't sound too bad. Right, okay, I'm going. Right, sat now.